What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nashio. Welcome back to the channel. And just when you thought that today was going to be a WWE video, you thought wrong. I had everything planned out for today, and in today's video, I was gonna talk about how AJ Styles was aiming to retire the moment his contract with WWE expired. WWE introducing a new championship, and also more releases from WWE and the latest on Hell in a Cell. I was gonna talk about that, but then I was on Facebook and I didn't look at it at all. I didn't look at it whatsoever. The ban list finally shows up. So yes, for the September 2020 format, last minute predictions. Again, I've said it before in my prediction video. I will say it again. Block Dragon, Winda, and I'll say Jet Synchron banned. Those are my three predictions of cards to get banned. Let's get into it. So I'm literally on WrestleTalk's website. I had to switch over from the ban list tab to the WrestleTalk tab. And now I'm going to go back to the YuGiOh tab. So let's take a look. And so, oh my god! I didn't even touch my keyboard, and I already see Block Dragon banned. Holy shit! Okay, this is where... Okay, so that... I'm good. I'm good. Ironically enough, I had a Magnet Warrior deck profile ready to go, and it actually featured only one copy of Block Dragon, and now it's banned. Now I need to find another alternative for Block Dragon. But Block Dragon banned, that's fucking awesome. What the fuck? I just released my Crystal Beast deck profile. If you guys have not checked that out, I highly recommend it. But it runs Olion and Jet Synchron, and they're both banned. Wow! Wow! Are you fucking kidding me? That's insane. Okay, let's go down. Let's go down. Is that it? That's literally it for the monsters. Wow. Okay, let's see. That's it? Wow! So, Olion, Jet Synchron, and Block Dragon banned. Okay, this now puts a lot of decks that run Halka-Fibrax at a big disadvantage, because they now need to find an alternative target for Halka-Fibrax and Block Dragon. Given the fact that Adamantipator was running like 3 copies of this card, I can't say that I'm surprised. I can't say that I'm surprised. But I'm happy. I'm happy. You know what? Block Dragon ban, I'm happy. I'm happy. But to be brutally honest, and it looks like I don't see anything else here. If I'm going to be honest here, I kind of figured that something else would have been taken off the list, or been put on the list, but that's pretty much it, actually. Pot of Greed's still there, so that's no surprise. But yeah, that's literally it. Alright, so now we're gonna go into the cards that are limited, meaning you can only use one. And wow, Double Iris Magician. Okay, let me take a look at that really quickly. Hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. I have to go to my Nexus account, my YuGiOh Nexus account, and just pick a random deck. Okay, so what's the name of the card? Double Iris. Okay, so Double Iris Magician. Let's see what you can do. Its Pendulum effect says, once per turn you can target a dark spellcaster you control, apply this effect to it. Apply this effect to it, then destroy this card. Once applied, double any battle damage that that monster inflicts to your opponent this turn if it battles an opponent's monster. Monster effect, it is treated as a Pendulum Dragon card. It's one of those odd ice cards. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can add a Pendulum Graph card from your deck to your hand. Wow. Okay. So I guess they banned it because of its I guess they banned it because of its pendulum effect. I honestly don't know, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I already know that Triff Gaming. If you guys don't know who he is, he calls himself the Pen God, and he thinks that pendulums are the best. I'm being honest here. They suck. Okay, I'm just saying that right now. They suck. And holy shit, the Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche. No fucking way. What? Oh my god. Rusty Bardiche is at 1. Oh my god. What else is... What? Oh my god. Are you serious? Called by the Grave? Wow. Okay. This is interesting, because Call by the Grave, for those who don't know, Call by the Grave is a card that negates hand traps. It negates hand traps. There aren't a whole lot of cards in the format that can negate hand traps ever. There's only very few. There's only very few, and Call by the Grave is one of them. That's insane. That's just, oh my god. No. They shouldn't have done that. Konami, if you guys are watching this video, you shouldn't have done that. They took off Harpy's Feather Duster. Are you serious? It's literally Heavy Storm. It's a fucking Heavy Storm, but for your opponent's side. Why? That is very questionable. That's questionable. That's it, literally. So, the cards that are limited, Harpy's Feather Duster, Call by the Grave, Rusty Bardiche, and Double Iris. Those are the only cards? Wow. Okay, so let's talk about that for a second. So obviously Double Iris, again, they were banned because of the fact that it was running, because of the fact that it was a searcher. If you guys don't know, Double Iris Magician was a search for Pendulum Graph, for any card that had Pendulum Graph in its name, so to speak. Rusty Bardiche was banned because of its effect, which I'll read out right now. It says, during your main phase, you can send one Phantom Knight monster from your deck to the graveyard, then set a Phantom Knight spell or trap from your deck to your spell and trap zone. So that right there was literally it was a 1-for-1 mixed in with Foolish Burial, because you can Foolish Burial one of your Phantom Knight cards, and then 1-for-1 a Phantom Knight spell or trap card, which you would normally go for Fogblade, most likely. So that was pretty broken. And then its other effect says, if a Dark Exceeds monster or monster is a special summon to a zone this card points to, while this monster is on the field, except during the damage step, you can target a card on the field and destroy it. You can only use each effect once per turn, but this card cannot be used as link material. So, again, you're literally not only are you using Foolish Burial, but you're literally using 1-for-1 for your spells and traps, and you're also targeting a card on the field and destroying it. It's 3 different effects in one card. That's why that's why they banned Bardiche. As far as Call by the Grave goes, again, it doesn't surprise me because of the fact that you're forcing your opponent to banish hand traps, which I don't get it. Hand traps are stupid crazy, and they limited Call by the Grave. And then Harpy's Feather Duster has been banned for years. It's been banned for years now. I think it's been banned for what? I want to say about 12 years at most, if my memory serves me right. I believe it was banned for about 12 years now. And they literally took it off the list. That's very questionable, but I guess it makes sense. I mean, I know that there aren't a lot of decks that have a lot of spell and trap removal, so Harpy's Feather Duster would be a good one. I would have done instead of doing Feather Duster, I would have done Giant Trunade because at least that way you wouldn't have to worry about it during your turn. But with Harpy's Feather Duster, if you destroy your opponent's back row, they can use their back row in the graveyard. So Harpy's Feather Duster, very, very questionable. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to look at the cards that are now semi-limited, meaning you can use 2. And the first thing I see is Seer, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, Graph, Malebranche of the Burning Abyss, ABC Dragon Buster, and Totally Awesome. Okay, that's interesting. So, let me take a look at those. Burning Abyss. So, Seer, let's take a look at Seer's effect. Let's see. If you control a monster that is not a Burning Abyss monster, destroy this card. You can only use one of these effects once per turn and only once that turn. If you control no spells or traps, you can special summon this card from your hand. So essentially, it's like a Cyber Dragon of sorts. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Burning Abyss monster in your grave except Seer and special summon it. So, okay, so essentially it's a Cyber Dragon mixed in with a Monster Reborn. I don't understand it, but that's what they did. And then the other one, what was the other one? Graph. Let's take a look at Graph. Where are you? Here we are. Graph. It's literally are all the effects the same thing? I believe the effects are the same thing. Yeah, so essentially they're the same thing. Dragon Buster, I'm not too surprised. It was limited in I think when we had the last format, which I think was not this last one, the June 15th ban list. I think we had the previous one, which was like April or something like that. Somewhere around there, and yeah, so that doesn't surprise me. Totally Awesome. I want to take a look at that. Totally Awesome. Two level 2 Aqua monsters. Once per turn during the standby phase, you can detach one material from this card. Special summon a frog monster from your deck. Okay, so it's essentially like a Searcher. It's kind of like a Stratos of sorts. Once per turn during either player's turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card or monster effect, you can send an Aqua monster from your hand or face up from your field to the grave, negate the activation, and destroy it. And if you do, destroy it. Then you can set it to your field. If this card is sent to the grave, you can target a water monster in your grave, add it to your hand. So again, it's more of a Searcher with a monster reincarnation of sorts. So putting this at 2, not the best option, because I know that this was running with Paleo Frogs for a long time, since its release, which, if I'm not mistaken, was Invasion Vengeance. Actually, was Invasion Vengeance. I remember those days. Ooh, long time. But yeah, so not the best option to put at 2. I probably would have done looking in the bans. No. I probably would have done. I don't know. Maybe Beatrice. I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's an interesting one. But yeah, so that's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. Alright, you guys, now to look at the cards that are no longer on the list, mean you can actually use 3. This I'm a little nervous about. Oh my god. Makiora the Destructor? We haven't seen that card used in years. Oh my god. Guys, if you guys do not know about Makiora the Destructor, let me take a look at that. I know what it does. Makiora the Destructor. I believe it's pre-errata. So during the turn, this card was sent to the graveyard. You can activate traps from your hand. That's how broken this card is. And I realize now, if you're running a deck that uses up a lot of trap cards, you can play you can run 3 copies of this and just play traps for days. That's nuts. Now Tour Guide, I can understand that. I can understand Tour Guide because a lot of people don't run Tour Guide. What was that one? Ivigishki. What was it? Gust Kraken. Where are you? Gust Kraken. Here we are, Gust Kraken. Ivigishki Gust Kraken, which is a ritual. You can ritual summon this card with any Gishki ritual spell. When this card is ritual summoned, look at up to 2 random cards in your opponent's hand and shuffle one of them into the deck. Oh! So it's essentially kind of like a reload. That explains why. Okay. Pantheism of the Monarchs. Pantheism of the Monarchs. Let's see what this one does. Send 1 Monarch spell or trap from your hand to the grave. Draw 2 cards. So it's essentially a pot of greed. It's essentially kind of like a graceful charity. It's kind of like a galactic charity of sorts. Where if you guys don't know, you can send a dragon from your hand to the graveyard and draw 2 cards. You can banish this card from your grave. Reveal 3 Monarch spell or traps from your deck. Your opponent chooses 1 for you to add to your hand, and you shuffle the rest back into your deck. Oh, now I understand why. It's a fucking painful choice. That's why. Literally, it's painful choice. And then Widow Anchor. This is what boggles the mind. Okay. Okay. Why would they put Widow Anchor back at 3 when I don't get it? So if you guys don't know what Widow Anchor does, it says if you control no monsters in your main monster zone, target 1 face-up effect monster on the field, negate that monster's effect until the end of the turn. Then if you have 3 or more spells in your grave, you can take control of that monster until the end phase. So essentially, you could link it off into pretty much whatever you want. You can link it off into like Al Mirage or Link Karibo or somewhere along those lines. And they put it was at 2. It was at 2 for a while. Okay, so my thoughts on it. So looking at the cards that are banned, Black Dragon, I was totally expecting that. Jet Synchron, I was so expecting that. O-Lion, that was kind of unexpected for me. But I know that a lot of people were wanting to see that card get banned just because of the fact that it was running just because of the fact that there were so many decks that were running Halka Fibrax and just using those cards to combo off into cards like Martial Metal Marcher and Arclight and whatnot. But if I'm gonna be honest here, I think Marcher should have been the one banned instead of Jet Synchron. In my honest opinion, I think that should have been the case. But it is what it is. The cards they're limited. Double Iris Magician, that was like so unexpected. Rusty Bardiche was unexpected. Call by the Grave, again, that was so unexpected. And ironically enough, I actually have a few decks that run Call by the Grave. So I now have to find another way to banish my opponent's hand trap. So that's gonna be one hell of a project. And then of course Harpy's Feather Duster. That was so like probably one of the weirdest cards to take off the list, because again, you're destroying your opponent's cards but they can use them in the graveyard, especially if you're running, especially if you're going up against like, I don't know, like Dark Magician or something like that. That's pretty it's literally self-explanatory. And then of course Seer, Graph, Dragon Buster, totally awesome. Those cards, really nothing too crazy about those. Makiora, that's pretty nutty. It's nutty to see this card being taken off the list after all these years. And ironically enough, it was banned. I want to say it was banned back in 2006. I want to say 2006. But yeah, I do want to say 2006. If you guys know when this card Makiora the Destructor was banned, let me know in the comments below because I don't remember exactly, but I want to say it was 2006. Tour Guide. Nobody runs Tour Guide anymore, so it really doesn't matter at this point. Gus Kraken. For all those Gishki players out there, I mean, the card's back, so I guess have a ball with it. I guess. Pantheism of the Monarchs. Literally, it's a Pot of Greed. I guess like a Foolish Burial. And a Painful Choice. Literally 3 banned cards in one. Literally two banned cards and a limited card in one. Literally. And then Widowmaker, that literally makes no sense at all, but that's the ban list. That is the ban list. Let me know in the comments below what do you guys think about this ban list. Honestly, this is not what we were expecting. But the next ban list we will be getting will be December 15th. Okay. So for the next 3 months, we're going to be dealing with so for the next 3 months, we will not deal with Adamantium as much. I know that we're still going to be dealing with Eldritch, and pretty much all decks that run Halqifibrax. So, yeah, this is gonna be a very interesting. This is gonna be a very interesting format, and the reason why these cards are here is because of the remote duel tournament that we had a couple of weeks ago, which Team Sam actually won that one. Which a congrats is in order. Big shout out. This list will be in effect. So this ban list now will be in effect on the 14th, which is in 3 days. That's crazy. That is crazy. But guys, that is going to do it for this video. Again, let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this ban list. Not much else to say except damn. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to this channel and you guys love seeing these types of videos, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way, because with this channel, there's always something new to talk about, whether it's WWE or Yu-Gi-Oh! Also, too, guys, make sure you guys follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All 3 of my links will be down in the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.